when I first start working with somebody, I always see them as their purest, best self, right? Which basically, if I meet you and I, for the first time, and we're talking and stuff, even though maybe you don't have everything that you want in your life, you don't have the confidence you want, like you don't have the dating life that you want, you don't have the job that you want. I see you as having everything that you want and everything that you need.
Mm-hmm.
So I see no limitations.
Can you talk to me about what you think was one of your greatest client transformations? Like one where you were almost surprised, where you're like, wow, I really didn't think this could happen, and I brought this guy from here to there.
The one that really stands out for me that I guess just touched my heart the most was my client in a wheelchair. When I first started working with him, I really didn't know what was going to come out of it, but because I'd never really even hung out with somebody in a wheelchair before up until that point in my life. He's a quadriplegic. He's gone through a ton of really traumatic things. He got in a car accident when he was 18 that paralyzed him. He's completely dependent upon somebody else physically. All I knew is if I could help this guy, I could help anybody. I looked past his physical limitations and looked past his mental limitations and saw his potential. And the transformation was pretty incredible. I mean, just watching him go from just an average 45-year-old man, quadriplegic in a chair, to going out, having the time of his life, just feeling. I mean, I got that guy feeling sexy as fuck. We worked with him so much on raising his vibration and his energy level to the point where, like, he just roll into any room, any restaurant, any bar, and he wouldn't say anything. He would capture the attention of everybody just without saying a word, just because of his energy became so strong, right? And he got to the point where he was like seeing 6-7 different girls at one time. I mean, he was always going out. Every time he'd go out, he'd meet a new girl and he'd have girls all over him, making out with him and shit. Just something that you wouldn't normally see. You think of a guy that is, in a wheelchair, and you don't think of that, right? But
no,
what I didn't censor anything when I worked with him. We just had a lot of fun. He has more fun. He's 50 something. He's in his 50s now, and he still has more fun than your average guy out there. I mean, he's always going out. He's doing all kinds of different things.
Wow.
He called me up one year and he said, Cory, I want to do what you do. Always do. And I was like, oh yeah, what's that? He says, I want to have my party. My party's coming up, and because he always used to have a party every year, a big party, about 150 people. And he's like, I want to have all of the girls that I'm seeing come to my party, and I want to let them fight over me, kind of like you do. So I said, I didn't even, at the time, I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think that I did that. Honestly, I just did it, So I was like, oh, that sounds fun. I said, how many you think about having coming? He's like, 6 or 7. I was like, wow. So, well, that definitely would be a good experience. And I gave him some pointers and tips on how to handle it and how to manage it, because it can definitely get out of hand.
Yeah.
7 different girls at your place when, all kind of wanting your attention. So I gave him some different pointers on how to manage that. And that year at the end of the party, and throughout the party, he did He did great. He had the time of his life. He was going from one room to another, and all the, his girls were just coming up and kissing on him. And, toward the end of the night, it got a little bit hostile, but nothing out of control. And he ended up choosing the one that he really liked out of the 7. He ended up choosing the one he really liked and wanted to be with. And he ended up deciding to settle down with that girl in a committed relationship. And he's been with her for been together for 6-7 years now.
Fantastic, man. Holy shit.
Yeah. The experiences that my clients have, after working with me and going through my programs are pretty far out there. Your average guy won't ever experience it. So to help somebody, with the physical limitations, I guess, like that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, most definitely. It's great, man. Well,
helping a guy get a ton of girls and stuff is, sure, it's fun and all, but that's not the satisfying part of my job. The satisfying part of my job and working with guys is just seeing them living.
Yeah.
Seeing them truly living and having so much fun, and just watching the transformation, just watching kind of the chains come off of them one by one, breaking apart as they're just going out into the world and becoming liberated. That's the real satisfaction.
Hey buddy, I hope you enjoyed that. If you feel you got some value out of that and would like to check out some of my other stuff, be sure to subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below, and don't forget to click on that little bell icon on your screen so you can get a notification the next time I post a video. Till next time, enjoy.